Bungee jumping, deep sea diving, or simply that random tattoo. We all have our share of crazy stories. But how many of us have done the unthinkable for our jobs? Well, India's favorite ad, men and women sure have their share of crazy things they've done at the workplace. On our segment, My Confessions today, we have Malvika Mehra, the National Creative Director of Grey India, spilling the beans on how she pushed the boundaries to pitch and sell her idea.
Hi, I'm Malvika Mehra. I'm National Creative Director and Executive Vice President for Grey. And just to tell you the craziest thing that I've done, honestly not something crazy that I've kind of pre-planned to do, but something which just crazily happened at a shoot. It was quite an interesting episode. We were pitching for Honda Brio, which is their entry into the market with a small car. The whole strategy was about, here's a car that loves you back. We started off with a great strategy presentation, and then we presented scripts and creatives and all of that. And we were kind of winding up, and great vibe in the room and a good kind of connection with the client. And as it is normally in pitches, they serve you like some tea, coffee and chips and biscuits. So we were kind of putting our papers back and kind of shutting the laptops, and then everybody's kind of relaxing, just having a cup of tea and making polite conversation and pleasantries. And suddenly I was having my coffee and we were kind of winding up the pitch, and suddenly I saw this really strange thing on my plate, which was a heart-shaped chip, actually. And I was like, am I dreaming or is this actually true? And it was like, I actually got goosebumps when I saw it. I said, no, this is obviously my imagination, and I'm like so much into this, it loves you back, and this whole strategy that I'm imagining stuff that is not there. But I actually picked it up, and it was a perfectly heart-shaped chip out of the blue. And I was like, this is a sign, obviously, and I hope we get the business. So I don't know what came over me, and it's not really maybe the most, it's not really probably the most mature thing to do at a pitch, or want of a better word, but I was so excited, and having found that, I actually squealed, and I looked at the Japanese, the client that we had. I said, hey, you know what, I don't know if you're a big believer in science, but this is what I found, and here's an agency which will truly love you, and maybe you should really choose Grey.
All the freedom in me, I'm in love with you, and I hope you love me too.
Strangely, he just looked at it, and he looked at it very silently, and then after 2 minutes just had this very broad smile on his face. And then he packed up and he said, okay, so we'll let you guys know, and give us a couple of days, and you need to present to our big boss and all that. And we were headed to the airport in our respective cars. We were about to nearly reaching the airport, and this is like Honda, like really a distance away from the airport, the Honda office. And suddenly we got a call. I get a call from Jishnu saying, Acha, just turn back your car and head back to the office. I said, like, what are you talking about? He said, no, we've got to present to the big guy right now, immediately. They've loved our work and they want us to come and present. And I was like, you got to be joking. We just finished, and we've taken like an hour and a half to reach here. Are you serious? Do we need to really get back? And he said, no, we have to. And we went back and again opened up the laptop, and we met this gentleman who was the big boss there. They finished the presentation. The big boss obviously liked our work. And when we were wrapping up, he said, okay, fine, so I want to just give this a good thing, and we'll let you know by tomorrow. But in the meantime, we have something for you. And they came out, and they've asked for like a bearer to come in. And he comes in with a plate, and he comes to me and he gives me this plate. And they actually had like a matching, identical heart-shaped chip as a gift back to Grey. And they said, hey, you know what, you guys have actually got the business. And I was like, what?
The Honda Brio, it loves you back.
In terms of the crazy things and the crazy stories that have happened, I think that for me is in a strange way got sent, or kind of in a very strange way fell into my lap. And one of the craziest things that have happened on a pitch in my lifetime.